Morning show. Joining me here in the studio, I've got Monmouth College football coach, Mr. Chad Braun. Coach, how you doing, my man?
Doing great, Sean.
Good. Had a little trip, another second week in a row, a little road trip on the road. Went up and got a dub, 38-28. Wasn't the easiest thing early on, but I'll tell you what, when it finally kind of kicked in, it kicked in.
Yeah. I told our guys afterwards, and really, I think, I've changed as a coach. A game like that, early in my career, I might have tongue lashed guys, and because I didn't think we were at our best, and I think you got to find a way to win when you're not at your best. But I really appreciated just the toughness of our kids, being down 21-7 on the road, hostile environment. Nobody pointed fingers at each other. They just went to work and had to rally. Didn't have a lot of room for error, being down 21-7. And I thought they did a great job sticking together and really battling. Was really proud of the way, they handled that situation.
Yeah, on paper, you were going through a stretch here, or on paper, we were heavy favorites in all four of those.
Yep.
And it's hard to do that 4 in a row. And Cornell was a quality football team. They come in 3-1 in the conference.
Yeah, for sure. We got off to the start. We come out that first drive, we look great on defense, go down, score, you're up 7-0, and you think you're going to roll, and then you get them to third down, and they convert a third down, and then all of a sudden they get a touchdown on I think a 14-play drive there, and then they start believing, and then we just come up short on a third down. They get the ball back and hit a big play in the run game, and all of a sudden you're down 21-7 before you can blink, and then our kids, they got to fight, and I thought they did a tremendous job staying together, battling. Hats off to Cornell. They had a great game plan coming in, did some really good things. We had to make a couple adjustments, but also hats off to our kids. They fought for 4 quarters and did what championship teams do. When you're not at your best, they found a way and got it done in the end.
John Smith, quarterback. Brent and I was talking at halftime. 14 out of 17 at the half. Nothing real deep, just a whole bunch of short stuff. 14 out of 17. 6 out of 17 in the second half was Smith. And Coach Dugan and I was talking after the game was over, or during the postgame show. I was like, I can't wait to talk to Coach Braun to see what adjustments were made at the half.
Yeah, just one little adjustment. They were running a little RPO game, that they hadn't shown. It was a little different, out of a different formation, and we had to make one little adjustment. They got us to do what I don't like to do. I'm not a big man coverage guy, and so we had to play a little bit of man free against them to take away that RPO, and our guys did a great job adjusting. And then, but I think really the big key, you look at the second half, is the pressure on the quarterback. I thought we did a tremendous job pressuring him, hitting him in the second half. Like, he took some shots. I would imagine he's really, really sore still today. I thought we did a great job of affecting him in the pocket. The other adjustment we made, we did, on third down, we've been doing a lot of 3-man rush stuff and coming from different spots. And, you saw Strading get the 2 sacks in the first half from that look. In the second half, we did more 4-man to collapse the pocket. And I thought, Hardnett and Baltus did a great job collapsing the pocket. And then, Tevin getting home and Anthony hitting the quarterback just really affected him in the second half.
Yeah, we've called Carson Strading's name quite a few times here lately. He's acclimating well as a freshman.
Yeah, for sure. Really stepped in, with Dane Olson going out, really has stepped in that middle linebacker spot. And, kind of a slow start to, his camp, just learning, making the transition from high school to college. And but he's really stepped in, done a tremendous job for us.
As I call Monmouth Roseville games, it's much better to call him in a red and white Scots uniform than it was with the Morrison Mustang.
Absolutely. He was an absolute hammer. I know he broke Silas's heart his senior year.
Yeah, Silas knows.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
So him and Silas are pretty good friends, and he hosted them on his overnight and everything like that. So yeah, they're pretty good friends. So.
Nice. What else did you see, coaching wise, X's and O's wise?
Yeah, I thought we had a great game plan going in. I thought we had a great week of practice. The big run we gave up, we changed how we defend something a little bit, and so that's probably on me. There was a play I was a little bit worried about, so we changed the way that we fit it in the run game. And our safety just kind of busted on that one, but that was on me. I switched this week and we fit it a little different. So I'll take credit for that. Got to do a better job coaching. And then, gave up the long pass play there in the second half. And again, that one's probably on me. I played a split field coverage, which, I probably, in hindsight, we were playing cover 3 really well with the, free safety in the middle of the field, and they wouldn't have been able to hit that one. So, again, that one's on me. But, I really liked the way our quarterback operated. I thought he was super efficient in the game. Jackson made some really tough contested catches.
Whoa.
And then, that catch on the sideline was unbelievable.
Whoa.
And I think he got two feet in on it. And then, Nate Thornton, came up with some big-time plays when needed, and that last touchdown, what an effort by him to get in the end zone. And then Lucas Kessinger really stepped up, made some big-time catches for us this week. And, a big play on third down where we run a little bubble, and he dives for the first down, just an outstanding job by him. And I thought Gunnar Bryant blocked great in the run game. I thought up front, we ran the ball pretty efficiently,
Yes.
I told our young guys this yesterday. Every game we've won, we've outrushed our opponent. Like that. There's no secret to winning a football game. The more physical team generally wins, and we did that again on Saturday. So I thought we played the run game really good, minus one play. I thought we stopped the run pretty efficiently on defense. Besides one play, it just got bit by the big play. We hadn't given up the big play on defense, pretty much all year, and we got bit by 2 big plays. If we don't give up those two big plays, I probably feel tremendous about the game, and we win 38-14. So, but we didn't. So now we got to make corrections and get back to doing what we do.
Yeah, when we were talking about the stats in the post-game show, I was at 97 yards rushing, and the Brent says, well, 60 of that was on one run. I was like, I totally forgotten about the 60. 60 of the 97 came on one play. So 37 yards total after that.
Yeah.
Besides that.
Yeah, two plays, 137 yards.
Yeah.
The 60-yard, maybe my math's wrong, but 60-yard run and then a 57-yard pass. So, those two, you take away those two plays, we played really well defensively. Gave up 2 big plays, which we hadn't done. Uncharacteristic of us. We'll get that fixed moving forward for sure.
Yeah, good balance. 201 yards passing and 177 yards rushing. That's pretty good balance.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we want to be. We want to be a physical run team, and love that we finished the end of the game with the ball in our hands, running the clock out. Did a tremendous job there.
The Beloit Buccaneers, we finally get back to the friendly confines of April's Zorn Memorial Stadium for a couple weeks in a row now. The Beloit Buccaneers, what have you seen on them? I know it's early in the week, but what have you seen on them?
Yeah, so, watch them obviously defensively against Cornell. They're pretty athletic up front, big and athletic. I thought they did a really good job. They really held Cornell to less than what we did. They really gave up only 21 points defensively. Against Cornell. They just got them on a fake punt for a touchdown. So their quarterback's a veteran guy, been around for a long time. I've always thought that, he's a really good quarterback. They're kind of baffling because, they got some veterans. They're veteran up front on the O-line. He's got to kind of feel like they've underachieved coming in, because they're better than what their record shows. You watch them on film, and they got some really good athletes out there. They got a kid at corner that's been one of the most prolific corners in the conference over the past few years, and I just can't figure them out why they're not having success right now. But they're capable. They just haven't put it together yet, and I hope they don't put it together against us this week.
Yeah, looking at the scores, they have trouble getting the ball in the end zone.
Yeah. I mean, you look at. I mean, their quarterback threw for a lot of yards last week. Now they didn't run it very good. Lawrence blitzed them a bunch and got a lot of negative plays. But they can throw it. They got some athletes on the outside. They got good scheme. They're just I can't put my finger on why they're not having success, to be honest.
With all that being said, what's the keys then for the Scots this week?
Yeah, I think like any week, we got to stop the run, limit the big play on defense. That's bit us last week a little bit. Fast start, get off to a fast start, and we're at home. Our guys are going to play with a lot of emotion. They're going to be ready to play. It's going to be nice being at home. 2 weeks in a row on the road. Coaches coaching JV games 2 weeks in a row. Our poor trainer had to travel, and go with us 2 weeks in a row. We've had a long, couple of weeks here, so it's going to be nice to, play one game on Saturday, and our guys are going to be excited to be back at home, So we're gonna be ready to play, and then offensively just continue to take care of the football. We were fortunate. We got one of Rublick's fumbles back, but he put the ball on the ground, so they're going to see that on film, and he's got to do a better job taking care of the football. And then I thought he ran the ball tremendous when he was in there, ran hard, and him and McCade. And then obviously Deem's got to continue to play at the level that he's playing. I thought that was his most efficient game. Just continue to really take care of the football and be efficient on offense.
Yeah, I think his QBR was 193. I think on Saturday we were looking at the post game stats. I was like, whoa! And that's what Smith was right around 190. He dropped all the way down to 127. Braden ended at 193.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible. I mean, he was super efficient. I thought he played a tremendous game. Really made great decisions. Jackson made a lot of tough contested catches, and the guy I want to point out too that I can't. Two guys I got to point out, Jeremiah Hardnett, the interception. That was a huge play in that game. Just an awesome job by him. Doesn't get credit for any tackles or anything on Saturday, but played his tail off. I thought he played one of his best games. And then Brant Baltus being from that area, there was one series in the second half where he just kind of took over. Those guys I thought played tremendous for us up front.
Yeah, actually Jeremiah was Brent's defensive player of the game on Saturday.
Yeah,
on the radio.
Yeah.
And we were looking, it's like the stats aren't eye popping, but he was just there, man.
Absolutely, yeah. He put pressure on the quarterback. He was one step away a lot, making the quarterback throw early, and really I thought was really good in the run game, and then obviously the huge play with the interception there at the end to kind of push the lead to 10 and pretty much salt the game away.
All right, my man. Back home. We'll see you Saturday.
All right.
Get a dub, and we'll work from there.
All right. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it.
Head coach Chad Braun with the Monmouth College Fighting Scots here on The Morning Show.